Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stories of the Dark live from Daggett Pioneer Cemetery. I'm Glen Clark, and we're going to be walking through the cemetery here today. This place was actually recommended to us by Barstow Rants and Raves. I'd like to give a shout out to them. Thank you for recommending this to us. We're going to be out here, as I said, just kind of walking around, looking at some of the different graves that's out here. You can see there's a nice one there. This is a fairly old cemetery. It's actually been around since the 1800s. In case you don't know where Daggett, California is, it's about 4 to 6 miles outside. Sorry about everyone. Little connection issue there. Anyway, the Daggett Cemetery is actually nestled in between Interstate 40 and Interstate 15, which is on this side over here, and then Interstate 40 is on that side. So, yeah, we were recommended to this place because of its supposed paranormal activity and vibe that it gives off. The different the ages of the graves, and you can see there's some here that are unmarked. I noticed a lot of these are unmarked, and there's some that are marked. Probably the oldest ones are the ones that are unmarked, like this one here. Looks like 1917 is the date on that one. See, walking through here, more unmarked graves right here, and then see this one here. It's dated 1932. And this one here is 1913, so that kind of gives you 1841 the person was born. So it kind of gives you an idea just how old this cemetery is. We will be doing EVP session through here today. We'll also use some of the various apps we have on our different phones. We have spirit boxes. We have kind of an offshoot to the Ovulus, which gives you like it turns energy into words. There's BlakCircleGirl there joining us. Always great to have her with me on investigations. Say hello. You're live on Facebook. So kind of interesting. When I started the broadcast, I walked in the gate, and suddenly my signal dropped. I lost connection.
Well, I'm getting a bit of a headache, but it could be allergies. But like right around here,
Yeah.
it feels pretty strong.
So again, for those of you who aren't quite familiar with Daggett, it's more or less a ghost town just outside of Barstow. If you look that way, you can see the 15. You might be able to see the 15 freeway. The 40 freeway is to that way. Just ahead of us there, I'm going to try to zoom this in and see if you can see it. But the Calico sign, or the Calico writings on the mountain, is visible from here. We've been there.
Like to the left of the sign where I am.
Yeah, we've been there a few times, and went on their ghost tours, which were quite interesting. So would like to get in there and investigate sometime at night, if they would let us. So we'd also, for future reference, like to also investigate the old Barstow Community Hospital, and we've gotten some leads on how to do that. So hopefully soon that will happen.
Yeah, I was talking about how we went on Facebook yesterday, and you asked a question about what we could see around here and investigate, and got a lot of responses, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, again, I'd like to give a shout out to Barstow Rants and Raves. There's like I think three groups with that name. But anyway, thanks to all of you who recommended being out here today, and a few other places that we put on our list for investigations. So we will be looking into that, and also just for FYI, we are open to doing private investigations. So if like if you have any activity going on in your own homes, we'd like to hear from you, and we'll come and check it out and see if we can help you. So anyway, like as I said, there's several graves around here that are unmarked. Those are probably the oldest ones here. I've seen one that was dated back to like 1918 or 1917.
I've seen one as early as 2016 though.
Right. So it is still an active cemetery. They still do bury people here. It's just nestled way out in pretty much the middle of nowhere. So
It's pretty though.
So it is a very pretty area.
Dilapidated, but pretty.
So it's an old part of town, and her camera just turned off by itself.
Yeah.
Is there any spirits here that wish to talk to us? You're on. We can hear you, so if you'd like to say something, go ahead and speak into the microphone.
Yeah, I was saying we should have brought a blanket and just sit down and, opened up the spirit box. I have my other phone in my pocket though.
Yeah, we will be doing spirit box, and as I said, we also have, it's like the offshoot of the Ovulus, which converts energy into words. We did have quite a good response from that when we did last week when we went out to the Harvey house and out to, it was an old gas station out in Yermo.
Cemetery.
And another cemetery we visited out on, I believe it was in Barstow or just outside of Barstow. We will be going back there. Got some info on how to get in there, like after they close the main gates. So yeah, there's a little post there.
Sorry if we're walking over anybody. Totally not intentional.
You see one here dated 1973, a year before I was born. And then here's a pretty one over here. Yeah. Okay, this one is 2017, so fairly recent. Very nice looking grave there. Oh wow! Again, we do show respect to those that have passed on and that are in this cemetery. And we were recommended to come here at night, but we don't. We would, but we don't really want to ruffle a lot of feathers, so we kind of like to do things on the up and up. We can, and we like to also try to obtain permission before we do investigations, because you don't want to just go in and, make people mad. We don't like to do that. Yeah. This one here, 1941. They were born in 1870. 1917, a year before my grandma was born.
2 years before mine was born. Sorry, Nana, I know that, you don't want anybody to know how old you were. You said it was okay to put it on your gravestone, so all bets are off,
This one here looks like it was in the United States Navy, 1941. And thank you to all your military people for your service.
Sorry, dude, we're walking right over you.
You see this one here, it's again more unmarked gravestones, so these are probably very, very old.
I love all the beautiful rocks in here, though. Like saying, mini geologist in me is so pretty.
Yeah, as you can, I pan over this way. There's an old, it looks like a building over there.
Okay, cancel. Let me see if I can. Am I on the card or on the phone?
Okay, we're back again, folks. Sorry for that. It keeps, for some reason, our signal keeps dropping off, and I've never really experienced a problem with that before. So, any spirits here that are actually causing our signals to drop down? We're not here to harm you. We just want to get to know you and talk to you, and let the world see you as well. We're not here to hurt you. Any spirits out here would like to speak with us? You can tell me your name. Maybe tell us how you passed away. As I said, we will be spirit box, and using a few of our different apps we have on our different phones. The ones that we call it our ghost phone. Those we'll record those, and then I'll post them. We'll be posting those later on here on YouTube. And again, if you like what you see here and you want to see more, click on the like, subscribe. I believe I'm up to 22 subscribers now, so thank you to all of you who have subscribed, and those that have also subscribed on or followed me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. I really appreciate it. Another one here looks like in a military. Looks like Air Force. I'm not sure. The stone is kind of worn. Any spirits here like to talk with us? You can tell me your name or say anything you'd like. All you have to do is come close to this this phone that I have here, and then we'll be able to hear you once it's played back. This one here is 1939. here looks like it could be a pet's headstone.
Oh, it is maybe. It's really small.
I'm looking at one now. It's 1950. Looks like 1967, 1975, and 1976. Looks like a whole family here. There's more here that are unmarked. This isn't a big cemetery, but it's good. It's good enough size. It's actually quite nice. There's one here, 2001. So that's fairly recent. And then there's one here. It's like 2001, U.S. Army, World War II veteran. Thank you for your service, sir. One here, 1960. Anyone here like to speak with us? Cactus bush right there. Find many of those out in the desert, along with these bushes here that get in everybody's way. Probably one or the other, probably us in their way. See, this one here doesn't have a headstone on it, but looks like some sticks of bamboo tied together. This one here is 1987. That one here, 2013. See Interstate 40 right there. Again, if you're just joining us, we're out at the Daggett Pioneer Cemetery in Daggett, California. We were actually recommended here by the folks on Barstow Rants and Raves. Thank you again to those of you who recommended this cemetery. Again, a few facts about the area. Daggett is, by the most part, considered to be a ghost town, and the cemetery goes back to the from what I read earlier, to the 1800s. There are some graves that are here that are fairly recent, but a lot of old ones. See some really nice headstones. All right, we're back again, and I experienced another freeze up of my video. As I said, that's never really happened before. So, everybody here not want me to record? Again, we're not here to harm. We just wanna talk to you and learn about you. My apologies if the recordings bother you. We don't want to harm you. We just want to talk, learn about you. Can you tell me your name? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream right now, but I'll be recording more with the spirit box and the Ovilus applications on our phone, as well as investigating that little building that you see kind of off in the distance. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, I'm Glenn Clark. This is Stories of the Dark, live from Daggett Pioneer Cemetery in Daggett, California.